Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will be talking about miracles and the burden of proof. So, as many of you know, I've written a book recently on the topic of miracles, evolution, and the moon landing. And one of the things I discussed there, and one of the most important things to understand when engaging with this topic or any other topic relating to Dawa or Islam in general, is the topic of burden of proof. Now, atheists in general want to pretend that the person arguing for miracles in general or specific miracles always has the burden of proof. And the most common justification given for this is that miracles are not happening right now and we don't see them happening. But if we are using this criterion, then it causes a massive problem for atheists as well, because if this is the case, then we don't see large scale evolution happening right now either. We don't see pigs turning into whales, for instance. If not happening right now is the reason the burden of proof is on the person arguing for miracles, then by the same exact logic, the burden of proof would be on the person arguing for large scale evolution. Same is the case with men landing on the moon. Like, that isn't happening right now. It happened a few times 50 years ago, supposedly, and it has not happened since. So, if this is the criterion for the reason the burden of proof is on the person arguing for miracles, by the same exact logic, the burden of proof would also be on the person arguing for large scale evolution and for the person arguing for the moon landing or believing in these things. Now, keep this in mind because this is very important. A lot of another way atheists try to shift the burden of proof on the person arguing for miracles, and this is probably the most common way, and this is something you need to realize. They will argue that miracles, or at least the arguments for miracles, they have alternative explanations, and therefore the burden of proof is on the person arguing for miracles. For instance, let's say there's a miracle X, they will say that it's possible it could have been made up, right? This is just one alternative explanation. Well, the same alternative explanation can be given for things like the moon landing. It could they just made this up. uh, Again, and as far as evolution is concerned, every single argument for evolution has alternative and ad hoc explanations, and these ad hoc explanations are widely recognized in even in mainstream academic literature on evolution. So, if alternative explanations are the reason the burden of proof is on the person arguing for miracles, then by the same logic, the burden of proof should be on the person arguing for evolution or the person arguing for human beings having landed on the moon landing, because alternative explanations exist in all cases. Now, when both of these tactics fail, atheists will try something else. What they will do is they will say that the evidence seems compelling to them for evolution, or that they think it's obvious that those things are compelling evidence, and the miracle evidence for miracles does not seem obvious. Well, there is a very simple problem with this claim. This is not an objective criteria, and even atheists don't accept this as an objective criteria, because if we are taking what seems like to be evidence, well, life looks like it's designed. Even atheist secular mainstream evolutionary biologists like Richard Dawkins recognize that life gives the appearance of design. It is obvious or intuitive that God exists. There are numerous psychological studies which prove this. That seems like it is the case as well. In all those cases, and there are numerous other examples, I'm just limiting this to two for now. In all of those cases, atheists do not take the appearance or the obviousness of something as evidence. If that is the case, why should we take it as evidence when it comes to their own arguments? Again, this entire discussion is the entire discussion regarding burden of proof. This is just one massive double standard, nothing more. In future videos, I'll be further discussing this topic in more detail. If you are interested in this topic and if you are interested in supporting my work, you can do so by either donating to my GoFundMe page or buying my book. The sample chapter and link to buy are in the video description. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.